What's up, Lucas?
Hey Tim, how you doing?
Good, man. How's your week been?
It's been pretty good. And yours?
It's good. It's good. Busy, but good busy, right?
Yeah. It looks like you've been busy. I've seen it looks like you've been traveling quite a bit, went to a few conferences.
Yeah, yeah. And now I'm in uh Kinston, North Carolina, to go to one of my parks because it's a new park and like of like I think 55 tenants, only 20 or so of them are signed up in Buildium to pay.
Oh
So
wow.
my manager's like she I probably need to get a new one. She's like, well, I don't want to go over to that other side because like I'm afraid, there's drugs and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, well, like that's I need you to do that. So I'm gonna go put notices on people's doors and be like, you're gonna be evicted if you don't get signed up. So
Oh man.
and then yeah, think about different managers and whatnot. So
Wow. You are definitely in the weeds.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
So
cool. That's
what are
awesome.
you working on?
Well, I own a business. I'm an electrical contractor. So that's primarily what I do. And then I own some single family rentals. I own some Airbnbs, which are I do short term and midterm.
Oh,
So I'm still kind of trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. But
okay.
definitely interested in what you're doing. I appreciate you doing these, man. This is good stuff right here.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Are there any properties like that you're looking at that you want to, call the broker about?
Um, Not off the top of my head. I just closed on one about 3 weeks ago on a single family, and
Hmm.
I'm going to midterm it because here in my area, I live in Texarkana, which is right here, Arkansas and Texas border,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, and we it's hard to find a long term tenant, and cash flow right now with interest rates and that kind of stuff. So I found a short term in a pretty good area, or excuse me, a midterm in a pretty good area that looks like it's going to have some appreciation in the future because there's a big hospital being built right next to it. And I got one other midterm here, and it's doing pretty good. So I'm in the process of upgrading it, doing a remodel, and then hopefully about middle November I'll have it ready to start midterming. So that's really what I got going on in the real estate market.
Okay, okay,
But
cool, cool.
I do have a
Yeah,
question. Since you got these have you ever built a or did the figures on a mobile home park from like scratch, like building it up?
yeah, and it never seems to work.
Okay.
Um, so like I'm working on a 100 unit, or it used to be, was going to be a 100 unit mobile home park, the acreage was there. Um, and all the numbers didn't work. So what we're doing instead, we're doing 50 individually parceled lots with double wides on them and selling them off. Um, so yeah, I, the numbers just never seem to work for me.
Yeah.
They do for other people. I don't know
Yeah.
so
The reason I was
maybe.
asking is I have 10 acres family land, and
Mhm.
it's just 10 miles down the road from me, and it's a real good school district. It's kind of what we consider country. It's out of the city, and it's just got a pine tree plantation, and it's mine. It's my dad. My dad's gave it to me and my sister, and I've thought about repurposing that as a mobile home park, and but it'd be a brand new construction.
Well, the thing that usually doesn't work is the carrying costs because it takes
Yeah,
time to develop and it takes time to get new mobile homes in. If you already
yeah,
have the land, you don't have carrying costs.
yeah.
So, I mean, it's definitely, as long as the city and or the county is cool with you doing it, it would definitely be a interesting thing to look into.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Hey guys,
What's
Sid
up?
here. How's it going? Hey
How you
Good,
Tim,
man.
hey
doing?
Lucas. Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for
Nice to
doing
meet
this.
you.
Yeah.
Where are you guys?
Um, Lucas, where are you at?
I mean, it's Texarkana. It's so we're it's right halfway between Dallas and Little Rock, and it's
Okay.
so it's southeast southeast Arkansas, north, or excuse me, southwest Arkansas, northeast Texas is where we're at.
Okay. Gotcha. Cool.
I live in Charleston, South Carolina, but I'm in North Carolina right now in a
Okay,
hotel.
Okay. Not too far. I'm just south of Atlanta. About
Okay.
35 miles south. Actually, originally from North Carolina. I was born in like Hickory area, if you're familiar. But
Okay. I'm in
yep.
Kinston right now. So
Kensington.
no, Kinston. So little town. My internet might also be bad. Sorry, I think my internet might be bad. Hotel. I said Kinston,
Okay,
North.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Okay. Just a heads up, I'm also like on the clock working, so I have my other laptop right here. So I'm not sure what you this is the first call I'm joining where you're doing this, but yeah, I'm not sure what the plan is, but I just plan on listening in.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean, I just go through properties that might have be interesting and then call the brokers. Like, there's nothing crazy about it. It's just, searching and then searching more with the call and the broker. That's it. Um, it's like I've done so much of it that it's easy for me, and I know that it's a sticking point for some people. So I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not crazy. It's not scary.
Right.
Just do it. But so.
Yeah, right. What are you into as far as like what do you own and properties and assets?
Um, so I have 9 mobile home parks and 1 apartment building.
Real estate
Um,
related things?
yeah.
Oh man.
Here, I'm gonna stop my video because honestly, it's quite possible that I just got bad uh hotel connection, I don't stay
Yeah,
in risky hotels. It's not my thing. I'd rather stay. Um,
the money.
but anyway, so yeah, mobile home parks and apartment buildings is what
Okay,
I'm in. Multifamily stuff.
cool. All right, nice.
What are you into?
So I have two properties, both in Atlanta, both kind of the same area, Southeast Atlanta. Both single family houses. So I did the Burr strategy. That was 2020. And I did that with a partner, first project, but I like managed it. Partners in DC. I used to live in DC area. So I like acted as the general contractor, and we took it down the studs and kind of redid everything. Then rented that out, refinanced, and then I used that and I bought a primary. In the primary, I lived there for a year, and then I turned it into an Airbnb. So it's an Airbnb now. I've had a manager managing it, but I'm shortly about to just start managing it myself and save that 19%, and kind of I thought I would learn a lot from them, but I'm not really not. So I figure out I'll learn more managing it myself and then also keep more of the money. So those are two things I have right now. I'm looking to now get into self-storage. I would say I've had the shiny object syndrome a lot, just like, oh, let me do this, let me do that, and try to learn different things and just, don't do anything. So now over the last, I say 2, 3 weeks, I decided, all right, self-storage, that's it. Let me just focus on that and do that. So that's the plan right now. So just learning. I'll hop on a call with a broker and like planning on calling more and calling owners and visiting properties and whatnot. So yep.
Sweet, dude. Sweet. Yeah. Find, what asset class you're excited about and just go for it, just like stick with it. That's
Yep.
one thing I would tell myself. Like last year, I thought I wanted to do single family wholesaling and I lost a ton of money because I wasn't passionate about the process.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. I mean, what I do, so you guys can see Crexy and now you can see mobile home park store, right?
Yep.
Like you can see, okay. So I have some saved searches on Crexy. This is like good areas. I don't even have to think twice about the area. I already know. Based on someone who's smarter than me, Neil Bawa.
Okay.
And then I just have some saved searches and emails, stuff that's emailed to me. But yeah, and so like really, I just look through this, look through mobile home park store, and just call people and see like what's the story with these things. Um, I don't do single family, but I mean it would be about the same, you know. Granted, single family, sometimes you'd want a buyer, realtor, agent, but not so much with multifamily, not so much with commercial. Like you can call the self-storage people yourself, right?
Right.
So let's see. Let's see what these new listings are. And Sid, do you have any properties that you're eyeballing that you want to like talk about?
No, so not at the moment. I have a list pulled of just properties in general that my friend pulled from Data Axle. So once I go through that, then maybe I will have some. So on the next call or something like that, I could shoot you over something.
Yeah, please, please. Homework for both of you guys. Put your eyes on like something so we can, call uh call based on like properties that you're actually looking at. And like so this is fine and everything, but like I'd like to help y'all move the needle a little bit too.
Yeah.
It's like so like calling on properties that you're actually interested in. So the one we did this thing we did like 2 weeks ago. I had like I had a good conversation with a broker on an RV park, and I wasn't super keen on it, but the the broker texted me back and he's like, hey, are you putting an offer on this? And I'm like, I don't even remember which one it was that we were talking about. And he's like, oh my gosh, you're talking to so many brokers. I'm like, bro, I am. Like, don't get all butthurt about it. Like I I am. So but yeah, you know, it's not like I won't put out LOIs on this, but right now I have, oh shit, one, two, three, um, three properties under contract with people, and like a fourth, quite possible, actually, like four, five, six that are quite possibly going to be under contract too.
Wow. Nice.
That's
Um,
cool.
it's very cool, but I'm the bottleneck here, So like I would love if we could use this call as like a, hey, let's move the needle for, one of y'all. And if you guys need help taking something down, I can help guide, or, we could help find someone to guide. But yeah, I'm very aware right now that I'm the bottleneck and I need help with people kind of taking lead, like where I can guide people. So just so you guys know. Mhm. So this Neil Bawa thing, like Neil Bawa is really high level in terms of finding great markets. Um, and like, so say I'm looking on Crexy and I haven't set this up. Like the first thing I'd want to do is set up a desired market. Like for mobile home parks, I'm looking like all the South. So if I went to that Save Search, you'd see all like these different states down here. But like if I found a property, I would do some research on the area first. I'd go to like bestplaces.net and city-data.com and check out the area to see if it's even worth it. Like to see if I even want to own it. Like it could be the best deal in the world, but if it's in a crappy area, then you can't change the area. So that would be my process. But yeah, so in this, I don't have to even think about that. I mean, this seems crazy. I do like Alabama. Um, so, just kind of look through it all and see what's interesting about it. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Sure. Oh, it's 100% vacant and fully gutted. This isn't for me. Like that's not what I do at the moment. So we'll just get rid of that. Um, Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm not even going to try and compete with Charlotte, North Carolina. Um, I was just in Orlando. Um, let's see. Townhomes aren't really my thing. I think I've spoken with both these guys. So let's see. Let's see. Like this one. I don't have any rhyme or reason really to do it. I mean, I've set up all my parameters, so I'm just searching for something that seems interesting, you know? And I go into these I'm with thinking like, okay, I'll call the broker and it'll probably be nothing, you know? But there might be some kind of something interesting. So um like if you're starting, you just got to look at a ton and talk to a ton of people. There's no like, I don't know, there's nothing around that. In Crexley, there's just confidentiality agreement, you know, you'll sign NDAs and stuff like that, and it's nothing crazy. Marcus and Millichap, it's a legitimate brokerage. So, you know, we'll just kind of look at the OM, kind of get an idea of the property before talking to the broker, you know, like um I don't always uh like so you want to know at least kind of like the high level so you can speak on the property. So you're not asking them this like questions on like that I could have found otherwise. Slow. Um but yeah, we'll just kind of see. And then oh my gosh.
Hey Tim, just wondering, are you basically full-time investor? I see you have Woodbridge
Yeah.
Capital. Okay.
Yeah. I mean that's just my personal LLC, but yeah. I was a nurse. I quit nursing 2 years ago, 2 days ago. So a
Nice.
little over
It's the
two
anniversary
years, right? What?
the anniversary of your financial freedom. Is that what it is?
Yeah, exactly. Though I left
Yeah.
nursing without financial freedom. I just left it because I was like, if I don't leave this now, I'm going to be stuck in this job. So, like, I have a little bit of money, I have a
Yeah.
little bit of real estate. I did not have financial freedom, but I'm a risk taker in terms of, plus, I mean, I'm a single guy with no kids, so it's easier for me than other people. So I accept that.
Hey, well, the risk was worth it, seems like.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Now that you're
definitely.
you're teaching us, so
Yeah, it's been a journey. It's been ups and downs.
nice. Yeah, I just talked to Hayden yesterday for the first time, and then he had mentioned that he went to the Rod Cleave conference because I saw that you
Hmm
guys were both there.
hmm Yeah, he's a good guy, man. We were hanging out a bit.
Yeah, he's great. I had a great conversation with him, and he's not too far in Chattanooga, so I think I'm gonna go over there and visit and go look at his property, his self-storage facility over there.
Nice. Yeah, he's, getting really into that self-storage, so that's cool. Okay, so let's see. 65 unit multifamily. It looks like super pretty. But I mean the roads, pretty nice. Um, okay. So let's see. Okay, nothing crazy, nothing, best, okay, 65 boutique garden style apartment community. Um, Beautifully renovated and meticulously maintained property with the seller having spent over 1.3 million since acquisition. Only 61% of the units have been renovated. Substantial upside available. Um, so I mean, it seems like there'd be meat on the bone, but we'll see. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
Looks nice.
It does look nice.
Yeah,
When I see things that look nice like this, I'm like, I'm probably not the right buyer,
yeah,
because like for stuff like this, I'm value add, right? So the way
yeah,
I make money is I have to put money into it and add value. If it's all done, it's all renovated, then there's nothing really I can add value to. But this looks like there's only 61% of the units that are renovated. So there might be, you know.
1.3 million in renovations since acquisition. Sounds like a lot, but I guess it's 60 something units, right? That's what it said. So
Yeah.
I don't know how that compares, but yeah,
So
40%
let's
left.
see if it's how many units was it? 60 something, 62? Oh, come on, calculator.
That's 65.
65. Okay, so 65 times that 61% of the units have been turned. So like 40 units. And so let's see, 1.3 divided by 40. Dang, yeah, they put 32,000 into each unit. So that's we can use that as like a, you know, a guide. So if there's been 32,500 per unit and there's what 25 more units to be turned, you can just use their numbers. So times 25. So we'd probably need to put another 812,500 into it, roughly. You guys kind of track my the reasoning behind that?
Yeah.
Okay. By all means, stop me if I go too fast. I think I see so many of these that I can do it really quick, and a lot of times I'll tell friends about it, and they're like, "No, slow down." I like the concrete block. So 1350 to 1400. Well, lease fee. That's okay. So average rent 12, 15. Okay. Well, 15 when it's renovated. The water sewer is paid by the property, so is the trash, so is the well, those you could probably bill back. But you know, so I'm just thinking like, okay, how are they doing things? What are the inefficiencies? How can this get better? You know, if I were to buy this, how could I make this better? Yeah. Okay. And to see something like this, I'd wonder how many more new ACs I'd have to put in. But you know, that's like a talk for down the road sort of thing, you know. Whatever. Orlando's a good market. Okay, so this is good that everything else is above that. You know, you don't want to be at the top of the market unless you have super luxury stuff. This is crazy saying pro forma market rent when it's like y'all are only charging $14.99. Like that's a substantial difference. It doesn't make, I don't know. Don't listen to pro forma numbers. Okay. Blah blah blah. Yeah. I don't super care about a lot of this stuff. I'd also let's see. Sometimes in the financial analysis, they'll have the like the whisper price, and the whisper price is you know what they're looking to sell because here you can see it's unpriced. So yeah, nothing really. Oh look, we're good. See 40 and 25. All right. What questions do you guys have? None?
I guess I don't right now. You're probably fixing to go over just, you know, I mean, how would you even, you know, come to a number to offer? You know, I think you're probably going to cover that here in a minute, but
So the first call is never an offer call. it like if I had an idea, I could be like looking at rough numbers, I could give you something, but I wouldn't even, the first call is just a discovery call. And then after the first call, then you underwrite it and then you submit that LOI based on your underwriting. So it's just like, okay, where are we at? What is there anything crazy? Like, what's the story of the property, Because nothing's ever just like a spreadsheet. It's like, what's the story of this property? Like it's figuring out the problem and what's going on with it. And really, I want to know, why aren't they continuing to value add it? But it's just things that I'm thinking.
Do you feel like you get honest feedback when you're talking to these brokers?
I believe everyone until proven otherwise. So I trust but verify, right? So yeah, they could tell me anything, sure, okay. But I mean, there's due diligence. So it's like, oh yeah, this property is, great shape, no foundation issues, no nothing. It's like, sweet, love that. Yeah, well, based on what you told me, my offer is this. And then I do due diligence, and then it's like, oh shit, look at that. Your foundation is destroyed. That's another $500,000 I'll need to put into CapEx. Because of that, and like, here's the bid. And because of that, I'm going to need to retrade. I'm going to need a discount on this property. And they can do it or they can not do it. But either way, it's like, that's the game, I'd rather believe them than not. Like, because I mean, if I don't know, that's my personal preference for my life, is that I'd rather believe everyone until like proven otherwise, because otherwise it's exhausting to think everyone's lying to me.
So you'll throw you're liable if you like something, you're liable to throw an LOI pretty quick, and then you do due diligence, and then based on due diligence, you can change the offer just because that's when you find out the the good and the bad, or you can actually, I guess, take your offer off the table at that time. Is that what you're doing? Okay.
Yeah. So like you make sure you do all your due diligence before your money goes, your earnest money deposit goes hard and non-refundable. So like you just keep an eye on things. There's a ton of time to make up for any like mistakes and or like bad underwriting. So it's like I do it all kind of like a funnel, right? So like this first thing, okay, I'll underwrite it and throw an LOI, but like the LOI is all based on the time of when I submit my LOI. So that information is the stuff in the OM, and like probably, I'd look at the rent roll, the year to date, and insurance estimate also, because insurance is going crazy right now. And then like, I'd put all that information in and be like, based on the information you have given me, here is what I can offer, because I have to provide my investors this much return. So this is what makes sense to offer. And if I see something in due diligence that's crazy, then it's another conversation. It's hey, I still like this property, but I'm gonna need to do this. Or it's hey man, so like there's a 167 unit in Houston, and it went under contract with someone else. Like I was talking to the broker before, and then it went under contract with someone else. And the people like walked away from it, and I asked them why, and the broker said that the insurance doubled. So like they didn't even want to try to retrade. They're just like uninterested. It was too hard. They would need too much of a discount, so they just walked away. So yeah, there's all this like potential for different things. Just because you say I'll pay you this one price doesn't mean that it's going to close at that one price.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, let's call this person. Let's see. So we're going to need 812 rough to get all the rest turned. So let's see. anyone have any questions before I call?
I think I'm good. I mean, are you just, so this is gonna be introductory call. You're not
Yeah.
gonna talk any pricing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll I'll let the conversation go wherever it goes. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
um,
Cool.
sorry, I'm checking that text real quick from my manager. Um, okay, so let's see. Man, I answered a spam call the other day, and I keep getting these spam calls now. I hate when that happens. That's
I get about 5 or 6 a day.
yeah, it's annoying. Let's see. Oh, let's try and call the other person. Yeah.
For your message in tone, when you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, Dwayne, this is Tim Woodbridge. I'm looking on Crexy at the Tandem Living Apartments. Had a few questions for you. If you could give me a call back whenever works for you. My number is 928-460-0602. Thank you. Okay, well, let's move on to the next, right? So like a lot of this it's leaving messages and following up, right? Here, let's look at my favorite thing, mobile home parks. I've seen this one. Ooh. So I do my best to not talk with Glenn because he is better at this than I am, and I'm going to lose, and I already realize that. So I will probably talk with one of his partners who I have better relationship with. And I'm not saying that anything bad about Glenn. I'm saying he's too good at his job. And like I just know I'm gonna lose.
Wait, is that someone
Um,
you talked to before, or you're
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
good guy. He's
Oh,
just like knows his shit so well and like is such a good salesperson that it's
yeah,
like I don't know. I I don't know. It's just my personal thing, I guess, where I'm like he's
yeah,
hard to talk to because it's like his way or bust.
right,
And not in a bad way. It's just honestly he just knows his stuff so well. This is
right.
crazy low expense ratio considering it's well and septic. So I mean I could bring that up to him, but he'd be like, that's what it is. And I don't know.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Um Lumberton, I'm kind of close to Lumberton right now. For 2.4, that's crazy talk. Okay. So this is I'm gonna call this person and be like, what are you talking about with that shit? Um so I bet you anything this is a non-mobile home broker. Lumberton, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. 30 single wide lots, which are 100% occupied. 2 tenant owned and 28 park owned home. Park is city water, city sewer. That's cool. That's cool. Vacancies over the years, blah, blah, blah. Average house rent is 646. Okay. So my rough numbers, if lot rent's 300, I go 330,000 per lot times 30. So I'd give like 900,000 for that, and then maybe another, no, what's 28 times 20, maybe depending if they're new homes. Okay, so my rough numbers would be 1.46.
How'd you get to that? Sorry.
So I take the lot rent, which is 300. So in mobile home park, you separate the lot rent and the homes. So the lot rent's the real estate. So 300. So I give $30,000 per pad. If it was 200, I'd give $20,000 per pad. If it was 400, 40,000 per pad. Rough numbers, right? Just so I can see where I would kind of be and compared to where they are. And then the 28 park owned homes, I was super generous and gave like 20,000 per. So that was what, 20,000 times 20,000 times 28. It's your 560 plus that 900 for the land. So rough numbers. That it usually tracks out pretty well, but this is just for, again, so I can know, oh, they want $1 million more than I could probably give. But that doesn't mean that things can't be discussed. So
that's the price you would pay per the lot rent, like 3,300, and then you said 30,000 per for that.
yes.
Okay,
So,
got it.
per the pad, but then you have to pay for the home separate, right?
Got it. Okay.
The
28, so
20,000.
20,000 per home also.
Probably way less. I probably give 10,000 per home, but that's
Got
me.
it.
But what's crazy, so their NOI is 131, right? So I'm like $1 million shy. We'll just keep that in mind. So 131, 811. Even if you are doing okay, this is the wrong way to value a mobile home park, but like I'm more looking at like what their overall cap rate is, because like you'd want to push this out, right? That the lot rent versus home rent, but whatever. We'll take their 131 divided by 2.4, right? 2.4. So they're asking for a 5.49 cap rate with like that doesn't even make sense, bro. Like you couldn't even do that on an apartment building. It just doesn't make sense. You're unless you get super creative, right? I could probably give this guy 2.4 if he, oh, I don't know, if he carried everything that the bank didn't, and I didn't have to pay any investor back anything. But 1972, I like this because it's so crazy in terms of their price. And so I'd be like, I look at enough of these that I can say you're out of your fucking mind. But again, like this guy probably, like he's probably not a mobile home park. He's probably just what do you guys think? You guys want to bet? I'm gonna say he's a non-commercial broker. He's like a single family guy. What do you guys think?
I
Sure.
trust you. I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Okay, so I'm in Kinston right now. This is in Lumberton. Fayetteville's a good market, but this is like far enough outside of Fayetteville to be like even try to claim Fayetteville as a market. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Really, I'm just doing this as an exercise so we can let's see, so we can call the broker. And like again, I'm not expecting anything to come of this. I'm just having calls and showing you guys how easy it is to have phone calls about stuff like this, and how like I found the best is just going super casual, have a conversation.
Yeah.
I bet you maybe he owns it. It's his realty company, right? Hey Scott, this is Tim Woodbridge. I am looking at your Lone Oak mobile home park, and I just had a few questions. Give me a call back whenever you get a chance. My number is 928-460-0602. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna find one. We're gonna do a stupid call. Um, okay. So let's see, just put quick eyes on this. 43 pad, 30-year occupied by Parkland Homes, 13 10. It's full. Okay, 1-to-1 septic. Okay. Here's the OM. Just open it down. Okay. Look how close this is. And it's in a smaller city than where I'm right now. I'm in a tiny, tiny city. So like that's I would buy that. I could get it for a good deal. Let's see. What do I want? Look at this. So this is 475. Okay, so your lot rent's $200. Okay, okay. I can run quick numbers based on that. How many? 43, so 20,000. Okay, so it's pretty expensive. 30, I'd add another like 300,000, so $10,000 per home. And it might be a little bit heavy, but that yet to be seen. So I could do like 1.16. Again, rough numbers for my brain. So when I'm talking to this guy, let's see. This actually is one I want. Damn it, bro. Okay, it says they called Taylor Kirk. So let's try that. 803. That is the limitation of these calls, is that you got to make sure people pick up their phone.
Fourth time to charm.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Taylor, this is Tim Woodbridge, calling you about Bear Creek Estates. Just had a few questions about it. I do own in Kinston, so I, am definitely interested in this property. Give me a call back whenever you get a chance so we can talk a little bit more. My number is 460-0602. Thank you. Well, that's all I got today, guys. What's interesting about this one, so what is this, 43? So I just bought a portfolio of in the Kinston and Jacksonville, so that's like 45 minutes from here, Jacksonville. So that's 88 pads I bought for $750,000. So just to give you guys an idea, this is 43. So I mean, there's wiggle room. There's definitely wiggle room, but I know, the value of something like this. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
Is mobile home parks your main thing? I know you said you have other multifamily.
Mobile home parks are my main thing. I do have a 34 unit apartment building. I like mobile home parks better, to be honest. So
Is that where you get your number? Like, is that the average, like the 10, I forgot what 10,000 per lot rent and 20,000 per home? Is that kind of like the average for every mobile home park, is just kind of your area?
it's just rough numbers per the park. So like
Gotcha.
you separate, the pad, like how the value of the pads. So this is
Yep.
43 pads and the rent was like 200 each. So I could rough numbers say that's like roughly $20,000 value per pad times 43. So the land is worth $860,000 roughly.
Hmm.
And like shorts rough numbers, but every time like here, look, we'll dig a little bit deeper into that. So we'll say it's $200 times 43 times 12, right? So your gross, again, this is just land. So your gross, oh, I wonder if this is a guy calling me back. Let's see. Hold on. This is Tim. Yeah, man. How are you doing today? I'm good. I'm good. I'm in Kinston right now. Where are you at? Oh, I'm from Charleston, or I mean, I live in Charleston at least. So, um, I know Columbia. I got a 34 unit up that way. Traditional multifamily. Oh, a rough part. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Bro, bro, I'm trying. I'm trying. So my partners had it for probably a couple years, and they brought me in to like asset manage it. They're like big enough where they're like, man, we need to get someone, we need to get someone else because we can't pay as much attention to this one. So they brought me in to asset manage the apartment, but it's fun. It's something. It's not boring. Um, but yeah, man. So I'm looking at the the Bear Creek Estates. Um, and like I said, I own in Kinston. I'm right now at the new park in Kinston. Um, so it's the Lenore Estates, the one that Marcus and Millichap, we got it from Dylan Helberg, from Marcus and Millichap. Um, oh, sweet, dude, sweet. Small world, man. Bro, you gotta call me when you're looking at people buying. I mean, I'm buying like I bought 6 parks this year, so I'm looking to build. He was the old owner. Yeah, yeah. Um, same with that park. The Kinston one is a heavy value add, but shit, dude, that's how I make money in mobile home parks. Yeah, yeah. Well, bro, you know who owns around here and who's interested. So you got my number now. Do it, dude. Do it. I'd love for you guys to I'd love to buy and you guys to make a killing in the broker fees or broker commission rather. So let's let's do it. Um, so yeah, dude, tell me about it. Always looking for more information. You're good. I see I see the basics. I see the OM. I've looked through it. Anything, any other story beside what's presented there? Hmm. 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 Hmm.
It's the way it's laid out. One of the spaces is used for the dumpster and the middle kiosk. And I don't really know if there's anywhere else that there's would go.
Yeah.
So it's really probably. It's not currently, it's not only just master meter, and included in.
Okay.
But based on rent places are, in the little better one, and also.
Hmm. 165. Yeah. I know that game, dude. Yeah, so to be honest, I'm gonna go in, like we're putting a lot of money into roads because the roads are atrocious. And then I'm gonna go like probably right away, like $100 increase, to be honest. I know that's a little heavy, but we're putting a lot of money in. So just go, no, not at all, man. Not at all. So I get, fundamentals I get going up a substantial amount, but we're providing a substantial amount of value.
Yeah, one kind of has some things that.
Hmm. 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 Mhm. Okay, okay. Yeah, dude, totally. What, in your opinion, like what do you think, money that you'd be putting into the roads? No, dude, that's a solid estimate. Um, yeah, no, I won't hold you to it, and God knows it depends on who I can get. I'm having a super tough time getting anyone to give me any reasonable quote in at Lenore. Like I'm getting quotes for $200,000. I'm like, bro, like come on now, $200,000 doesn't make sense. Like, what can we do for less? Mm,
He was just.
mhm. Yeah, please hook me up, dude. Yeah, yeah. I think people just don't want to do the job, so they're like, I'll do it for $200,000, and it's like but they really prefer not to do it. So exactly. Yeah, yeah. So, has your guy got any wiggle room on the price, man?
Yeah, I think.
Mhm. Okay, okay.
Seriously consider.
Hmm.
Some people here recently, but they would, I mean, with a substantial portion down, they would carry like a 5 to 6% rate for probably as much as 5 years, 5 year term.
Okay.
Please consider, I don't know if this helps you, if you were, if you're trying to get traditional financing, right? Because we can, like, if you were to do financing as well, if you were to ever it would potentially consider, this is something we kind of see recently, but it just, they would consider with the sale of the land.
Mhm, mhm.
We want
Yeah, you gotta keep the lenders happy.
Yeah, most lenders.
I know, dude. Mhm. Yes, it's not, this one's not big enough. Like, I mean, Vanderbilt does it sometimes, but it's not big enough. Well, I mean, I could talk, but yeah, that's an interesting option. I've been, Mhm. I've had success recently with sellers carrying equity positions, you know, so instead of having a second, like, you know, have a equity position where you own part of the LLC, and then, you know, we owe you whatever. It's like a second, but it's you have more security than only having a second, because you and I both know if I go down on the first, then the second person's not getting shit. So
Yeah, there's not much. Something, I think that probably would be the hard time. Because they basically let us jump down over something like they did, just deciding they're doing some other areas, some other real estate investments, but this is kind of why it's more. Christian name, actually, just really made a lot of sense.
well, it would definitely be a like buyout in 5 years. Just to let you know. I mean, obviously I gotta run numbers and see if it's even something that would work, but you know, it's a possible conversation. It don't hurt to have a conversation. Yeah, yeah, definitely, dude. So I like talking to brokers instead of sellers sometimes. Well, cool, dude. I will, is this, okay. Can I shoot you a text with my email and then you can send me over whatever and I can run some numbers and shoot you an LOI? Sweet, dude. And yeah, save my number, Tim Woodbridge in Charleston, loves mobile home parks. Oh, no, no, no. I said I live in Charleston and I love mobile home parks. No, I mean, I use Woodbridge Capital as my personal LLC, but like I partner with different people. So I own 9 parks. I haven't gotten to the point where I have partners that I want to like ever. It's like a solid umbrella company yet. You know, I'm working towards that, but yeah, yeah, yeah. I like, so I like, the fundamentals. I like the South minus the super poor areas like Mississippi and Louisiana, because it's hard to do things there. I like, give me proximity to a Walmart. That's constant saving grace. Um, and I mean, so no wastewater treatment plants, no lagoons. Yes to septic, but the septic has to be pretty solid, and not like have a lot of issues. I, yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, 1 to 1, 2 to 1. Yeah, exactly. Um, I generally like 40 plus only because I've learned that it's easier to do stuff at scale with 40 plus units. Um, what else? What else? I'm not crazy about well water. I have a little bit, and I'm just not crazy about it, dude. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, you don't have to pay any money for it." Haha, that's so great. I'm like, it's yeah. And if you're not paying for it, then like shit's gonna go down. Okay, that's cool. I appreciate people getting pricing so I can, put numbers together. Yeah. If I can get around permitting, I'm always down for that. All right. Yeah. And everyone's bitching at him for some reason or another. And it's just like, oh man, I feel for him. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that, for sure, dude.
Here, let me know, I'll send you more information, and once you get into that, you'll know, if you have any questions. It'll be this. But like here, it's not, it's like, I just, I don't know. Once we find that information, then if we can help on, that's, uh, you know, like,
Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, dude, that helps me. That helps with my underwriting, seeing, how I can give your guys the best offer. So love it. All right, Taylor. Appreciate you, man, and appreciate the conversation. I hope you have a good one.
Yeah, thanks for reaching out. We'll get you in the system now, so, yeah.
Perfect. Love it, dude. All right, man. You have a great day. Bye. All right, that's talking to a broker. Questions, comments? What are y'all thinking?
You kept going quite a while. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I let the conversation go wherever it goes. Like I go in with zero expectations. I I want to know a little bit about the property, but more so, to be honest, I want to know a little bit about the broker and, like it's not just this deal, it's the relationship that, you build. So it's like, okay, well, this deal might not work. And to be honest, looking at it, it's probably not going to work. But like, he's like, oh, well, you own in Kinston. We got another one coming up there. So it's like, okay, let's make that other deal work. So yeah, dude, that's
Yeah,
the secret sauce, being nice, following up and making connections, So it's more the connection than the details, especially at first. So people like working with people they like. That's what I found. I mean, that's what I want too. So
right. Yeah, a super easygoing call, and then I mean, he knows that you own properties and you know what you're talking about, so that helps.
yeah, but like, so if you're going in and you don't own multifamily, always lean on like a partner. So, oh, me and my partner, we own whatever,
Right.
We own, like, I own 290 units, mobile home, 9 parks and a 34 unit. But like, if if I didn't, I'd be like, oh, well, we own whatever. We own 300 pads or we own 300 units, depending on, if you're self-storage, oh, like we own this much. Just to be like, yeah, it's not me, but like we have experience. So yeah, dude.
Nice. Well, appreciate you doing this. That was it's cool to hear. Hopefully you get a deal out of it.
Yeah, totally. And eventually there will be a deal, I'm sure. So
Yeah.
all right, guys. Well, that is all I have for today. Glad you came. Come with a deal next time so we can talk, so we can
Yeah.
talk to the broker together.
Yeah, and what did you mention? I was like, I got people pinging me from work. You mentioned something earlier about what you need help with. I didn't catch the whole thing. Do you remember?
I need someone to take deals down, like, because I'm only one person. And so, like, I have, systems to take deals down. I have, okay, this is the process, but like, I'm only one person. So I need people who are like, okay, yes, I want to jump in too and like take some of the work off my plates and or my team's plate. So
Got it. You doing any self-storage deals?
nah, I'm not
No?
crazy about that asset class. I'll call people with for sure, but not really crazy about the, taking stuff down.
Gotcha. Well, I have questions now that you said that, but I got I got to hop on this other call for work. So maybe we can hop on the phone whenever you have some time.
Love it. Love it. All right, y'all.
Well,
Have a good
appreciate
one.
it,
I'll
Dan.
talk to you
All right,
later,
thanks,
okay?
guys.
Yeah,
See
you
you,
too.
bye.
Bye.